Public Health Director Karen Voluccio says they've tracked the likely source to the Embassy Suites Hotel near Highway 29 and 1st Street. But oddly enough, none of the 12 people who got sick stayed or worked at the hotel.
You know, the cooling tower is on the roof of the building. So people that are staying at the hotel or working at the hotel hide. However, you know, there was a concentration of cases around that general area. So it's people that live in the area and reside there that have been infected versus, you know, versus people that are tourists coming in to visit the hotel.
So they're concentrating their outreach and continuing investigation in that general area. Men with an average age of 69 with existing health conditions like diabetes or problems. But because the incubation period for Legionnaires can be quite a while, Voluccio is still looking for additional cases from people who may have just been visiting the downtown Napa area and spending time outdoors like they did this past weekend when less than a mile away from the Embassy Suites there was an outdoor porch festival of bands. Reporting live, Holly Kwong, KCBS.
Holly, thank you. People who got one dose of the monkey to wait much longer than the recommended 28 days to get a second shot. So, how protected are those people against contracting the virus? Here's KCBS's Kathy Novak.
The doses are being rationed amid the very short supply, but for people who got their first dose, UCSF infectious disease expert Dr. Peter Chin Hong says
they can feel very, very safe. So one shot of monkeypox, 2 shots of an mRNA vaccine, it's all priming, and the second shot for monkeypox is really a booster.
So he says waiting a month should not cause any harm or reduce overall immune protection.
We do know that it takes about 4 days after the shot to get, and it's pretty good, like 85 to 90% of folks will be protected.
As monkeypox continues to spread, he says the riskiest activity is still sustained skin-to-skin contact. He's much less worried about taking public transit or, say, going to outside lands this weekend.
I think the most concerning thing about festivals is the people you're going to meet. Activities that happen in intimate settings either before or after the festival.
Tune into As Prescribed at 1:30 p.m. to hear more. Kathy Novak, KCBS.
As Prescribed is sponsored by UCSF.
KCBS News Time 7:25. Let's head over to the Money Watch desk to check in with Jason Brooks. He's talking mergers and acquisitions.
That's right, Melissa. Gilead Science buying a UK-based biotech developing a platform targeting inflammatory diseases. Foster City firm is picking up MyroBio for $405 million. With Gilead saying in the statement that MyroBio's approach to restoring immune balance to treat autoimmune diseases complements Gilead's inflammation research and development strategy. MyroBio's lead investigational antibody is now in early clinical trials. Gilead this week reported strong second quarter earnings thanks to strong sales for its HIV and oncology drugs. Stock market moving a little bit lower this morning, a day before the July jobs report, which will be key as the Federal Reserve makes adjustments in its rate path going forward. Dow lower by 80 points, NASDAQ down by 4, S&P off by 7. On the Money Watch, Jason Brooks, KCBS.
Who's feeling pretty good in the car they drive right now? Ask anyone who owns a Honda.
I love my Honda CR-V.
I'd recommend a Honda to anybody.
Pricing? I mean, for what you get, it's amazing.
According to J.D. Power, Honda's the #1 brand for residual value. New Hondas are arriving daily. See your NorCal Honda dealer today.
Based on J.D. Power U.S. ALG 36 months residual value forecast for 2022 mainstream models. For J.D. Power 2022 award info, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Visit NorCalHondaDealers.com. You know those headlines that make you stop scrolling and actually read an article? Those are the kinds of stories I'm diving into on my podcast, Something Offbeat, like the caterpillar infestation in Maine that had us rethinking our relationship with insects.
We were talking about a time 300 million years ago, if you can imagine. There was a dragonfly. It had a 2-foot wingspan.
Search for Something Offbeat in the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Every search you make, every click you take, they'll be watching you.
Are you tired of being tracked online? There's a simple solution. DuckDuckGo. It's an all-in-one privacy app with a built-in private search engine, web browser, one-click data clearing, email protection, and more, all for free. Download the app today and get the most comprehensive privacy protection with the push of a button. DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified.
Hi, John Hillary with the Hillary Union Square Hotel in downtown San Francisco. Feeling blue lately and considering a trip to see the Blue Danube? Cute song, but take a canoe, the airfare...